Naomi Osaka did something bold. She turned trophies into ownership. That twist flips the usual athlete script, and I kinda love it, even though part of me goes, wait, is this too risky? I'm Mark, and this is Kickin' Riches, where we break the money moves without the fluff. If this sounds like the kind of messy but real talk you want more of, that's what we do here at Kickin' Riches. So yeah, subscribe if you want in. Here's the big idea in plain words. Cash is good, but equity can grow while you sleep. Naomi didn't just collect sponsor checks, she started asking for a slice. Sometimes as a founder, sometimes as an investor, sometimes as an advisor with shares that vest over time. I used to think you always grab the biggest fee today, but I've seen too many checks fade and too many stakes turn into real wealth. Still, there's a catch. Equity is slow. It is quiet. It can go to zero. So you need a plan and a story that fits you, not hype. Naomi's story is clear. Mental health, skin health for people of color, community, and yes, smart business. Want to see how she built her war chest before she started buying pieces of companies? Before you take equity, you need dry powder. Dry powder is just spare cash for bets and for time. It covers life, it covers taxes, it covers those months when a deal is late. Naomi's early sponsor wins created that cushion. That cushion became her runway. Runway means how long you can keep moving without fresh money. More runway equals better choices. You can wait for a fair valuation. You can pass on messy terms. You can ask for advisory equity instead of a flat fee and hold your line. I learned this in uni the hard way when I had like 3 pounds and a packet of noodles, and yeah, your choices get dumb when your wallet is empty. So I look at Osaka and I see patience. She is okay trading some cash today for upside tomorrow because the basics are handled. That is not luck, that is structure. Cash in the bank first, then ownership shots. Simple rule, hard to follow. Do you have even a small runway goal written down for yourself? Next, let's map her 4 lanes where that dry powder actually went. Naomi's play splits into 4 clean lanes. First, wellness and mental health. This matches her voice and her advocacy. Second, consumer and skin care built for people with melanated skin. Third, lifestyle and beauty tied to real community needs like textured hair care. Fourth, media and team ownership have been mentioned in reports, but the public details are thin, so we keep those light here. The point is focus. She picks spaces that fit her life and her audience. That makes her value bigger than a billboard. She can shape product. She can shape trust. Deals then shift from pay me to partner me. Sometimes it is an angel check. Sometimes it is co-founder shares with a partner like a studio company. Sometimes it is advisory equity that vests while she does real work. I used to think range meant spray and pray, but now I think range means tight themes with room to build. Fewer lanes, deeper roots. Okay, let's go lane by lane and start with the one closest to her heart. What happens when advocacy meets a cap table? In early 2022, Naomi became an investor in Modern Health. She also joined as Chief Community Health Advocate. She even took a board observer seat. That is not just a face on a poster. That is a seat in the room where decisions are made. The company's press release confirms she invested and joined to push access and training. Exact stake not disclosed, which can be annoying, but private deals are often quiet. Here the fit is tight. She talked about mental health on the world stage. Brands could have run away. Some leaned in instead. Modern Health turned that trust into a partnership with ownership. That tells me she asked for more than a fee. It also tells me they wanted her voice to shape the product and the message. I keep asking myself if I would have the guts to tie my name to something this personal, and some days I'm like, yes, and other days I get scared of the comments. Would you trade a safe check for a mission that also gives you equity? Next, let's talk about the consumer lane where she did not just invest, but actually built a brand. In 2021, Naomi co-founded KINLÒ. It is sun care and skin care for people of color. She took the CEO role at launch. The brand came out with A-Frame as the operating partner. Industry press said the first funding was in the 7 figures, but the exact terms were not disclosed. I like this move because it is not a one-off post. It is a company. It has a name that links her roots. Kin means gold in Japanese. Lo means gold in Haitian Creole. That is a story you can hold. When you are a founder, you own the upside and the work. You sign the checks. You make the hires. You live with inventory. It is exciting and, a little terrifying. I remember trying to price my first product and feeling like I was guessing with the lights off. So I respect the leap. This is cash for equity and also sweat for equity. Would you rather be a paid face or a founder who carries the bag when things get messy? Now, let's slide to another consumer play that shows her backing a community need. Pressed Roots is a blowout salon brand built for textured hair. Reports in 2024 say the company raised $3.1 million. Those same reports list Naomi Osaka among the investors. Individual check size not shared. Stake not shared. That is normal for private rounds. What matters is the signal. She is putting money behind a Black-founded business that fixes a real pain point. This is not spray and pray. It fits her lane of beauty and lifestyle for communities she speaks to. It also shows range. She can found a brand like KINLÒ and she can back a founder like Kirsten Gaines. Both can win. I like how this mixes return with impact, though my cautious side whispers, salons are hard and margins get thin, so diligence matters. Still, the thesis is clear. Solve a specific problem. Serve a specific customer. Let brand trust do real work. If you had a small angel budget, would you back one sharp niche like this or spread it thin over many categories? Now let's pop the hood on how these deals actually work. Okay, plain talk on structure. Valuation is the price tag on the company today. Your equity percent depends on that price and your check size or your role. Advisory equity is shares or options for your time, intros, and brand work. It usually vests over months or years. No vesting, no ownership. Co-founder equity comes with duties, not just posts. You sign on to real goals. Angel checks can be straight equity or a convertible note that turns into equity later. Exclusivity says you cannot work with rivals in that category. Morals clauses let partners exit if someone hurts the brand. This protects both sides when things go sideways. Agencies help push for fair caps, clean vesting, carve-outs, and a clear advisory scope. And yes, they also say no when a brand tries to pay in vibes. I used to roll my eyes at fine print, then one bad clause almost trapped me for a year, and now I read every comma. If a partner stumbles, what triggers let you pause posts or end the deal without losing earned equity? Up next, let's tie structure to risk, reputation, and the lessons you can use. Here is the checklist I pull from Naomi's moves. 1. Lead with a simple thesis you believe in. 2. Trade some cash for equity when you add real value. 3. Build your own IP so you keep control. 4. Diversify partners and do basic risk checks. 5. Track runway, set goals, and review each year. Also, remember what we do not know. Many terms are undisclosed. Stake sizes are private, so judge the fit and the structure, not just the headline. Her choices line up with her voice, and that is why they ring true. Mental wellness with modern health. Skin health with KINLÒ. Textured hair care with Pressed Roots. That is a pattern, not a guess. If this kind of clean but human money talk hits, subscribe and stay in the circle. Thanks for watching, truly. Go binge the next episode where we compare athlete advisory equity to straight ads, and we get a bit spicy on bad clauses. If you had to pick one move to start this year, would you build your own brand or ask your next partner for vesting advisory equity?